What's going on at Twitter right now is worth 10 Oscars, and I'm referring to how Elon Musk is handling the entire layoff situation, which is due to his intention to save the company from bankruptcy, because Twitter is actually under a lot of financial pressure, but so many people don't pay attention to the fact that Twitter was unprofitable with previous CEOs and get too emotional when we see people dramatically losing their jobs. Without getting too sensitive about people losing their jobs in a way we haven't known before, I want to sit down with you guys and try to understand what's going on inside Twitter right now, and if Twitter actually broke any employment loss. And this is a rare case that would affect the way employers handle layoff processes moving forward, and this will affect every employee working in the country. Elon Musk acquired the company with a $13 billion debt, so it has giant bills to pay, and bills are likely to rise in the coming month because central banks use interest rate hikes to hopefully curb the inflation. And Twitter has been largely unprofitable in the 9 years as a public company, with a net loss of $270 billion on revenue. According to Elon Musk, Twitter is losing $4 million per day, so cutting off half of the workforce shows that Twitter is in a very bad financial situation, to the point that they kind of had to take a red wedding-like action. So to keep running a business that is not making any money, revenue probably will not go up because advertisers are leaving Twitter. The biggest brands like Coca-Cola, for example, already raised their concern over the situation, and they simply don't want to trigger a public uproar, and they just pull off the platform. Elon is trying to make 400,000 verified account holders to pay $8 per month to keep their status. This is a way to make money to supplement advertising revenue, but the most influential people on Twitter are not happy about it and are already ghosting Twitter. If Twitter does charge for verified accounts, the move could generate around $40 million per year, considering that all current verified Twitter users agree to pay the fee. Now let's go back to Twitter's unethical layoff case. How it happened: Twitter closed its offices on Thursday night US time, making it impossible for employees to access their workspaces using their key cards. And it should be extremely confounding if you are still at the office or left something and want to return to find out that your key cards have been deactivated, or when you are on the call discussing the new Bluebird subscription product and all of a sudden you find out that you were cut from the system. And this is actually very sickening. The following morning on Friday at 9 a.m., all Twitter employees received an email with the subject line, "Your role at Twitter." The text of the email was also very dramatic, stating that today is your last working day at the company. However, you will remain employed by Twitter and will receive compensation and benefits throughout the separation date of February 2, 2023. Employees should receive another email that clears their status at the company. According to email communication sent by Twitter, is bad news. If employees receive the message from Twitter to their personal account, it means that they're terminated. And if they receive an email to their work account, it means that they didn't lose their job. I got a very useful video about how companies pay severance. Check it out after you finish watching this video. And if you want to know more about how companies find legitimate reasons to fire employees, there is another very useful videos that I uploaded just for you guys, so check it out. And if you like this video so far, hit the subscribe button to follow my channel for more content like this. Curious thing that we will find very soon, if Twitter has broken the law by cutting jobs in a way they did it. I don't think that Twitter has broken the law, because depending on the local legislation, employees have received different separation letters. People in Europe, India, Singapore, New York, and California, they all have received notices of layoffs that appear to be written following each region's labor laws. So staff in New York, for example, will get 3 months of severance pay, while staff in California will get 2 months of pay. And this is because workers in California are required to be given 60 days notice of a mass layoff or equal severance under state laws covered by WARN, which stands for Workers' Adjustment and Relocation Notification Regulations. In Europe, on the other hand, employers are often required to talk to laid-off employees before letting them go. This is why advocating for better employment regulations is critical, but in the United States, unions are nipped in the bud. And these are the consequences when labor laws favor corporations and has a lot of loopholes. Here is the letter Twitter sent out to San Francisco Employment Department on November 4th, the date when employees were deactivated from Twitter's systems. The letter reads like, "This letter is to inform you that Twitter will be conducting a workforce reduction affecting employees at the San Francisco offices. It's anticipated that approximately 784 employees will be permanently terminated beginning January 4, 2023. This leaves Twitter with potential legitimacy, and if employees file for a class action, they will likely lose it. There are no employee unions on Twitter, making it much easier to terminate anyone at any time." So the only good news is that Elon Musk actually kind of took care of the ex-employees by paying them to sit at home for several months and do nothing for Twitter and continue using their health insurance benefits. Twitter may still call any employee back to work during this non-working period, leaving the employer with an option to terminate an employee if someone refuses to return to work during this non-working period. As of today, Twitter managers are apologizing to some employees who were being laid off by mistake and asking them to come back to help and finish with their projects. So we will see who will come back after such cold corporate shower. Would you come back to work for such an employer after this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel to stay educated on how companies work. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.